Right now on UMass Sports Insider, one of the greatest UMass athletes is coming home for a big honor. We'll catch up with the NBA star as he prepares to have his jersey number retired. Plus, we introduce you to a streak shooter from Philly whose recent hot hand has helped the Minutemen to a strong non-conference season. And we meet a local product made good, a team captain who shows us around his old Western Mass stomping grounds. Home is where the heart is. UMass Sports Insider, here we go.
Now, the UMass Sports Insider, brought to you by Coca-Cola and Alden Credit Union.
The start of the Atlantic 10 basketball season is upon us, and after a solid non-league campaign, UMass Hoops is geared up for perhaps the toughest conference race the A10 has ever had. 16 teams battling each other for the next couple of months, all hoping to earn postseason berths. Well, hi there, and welcome to UMass Sports Insider. I'm your host, Josh Maurer, and coming up later in the show, we'll take a look back at the end of the non-conference slates for both UMass hoops and hockey. But we start by previewing a big day coming up here for the athletic department, as right at the Mullins Center, UMass Athletics prepares to retire the jersey number of Marcus Camby. We caught up with the big man recently who's looking forward to the day. Here's Cody Crushell.
On Saturday, January 19th, Marcus Camby will take a break from the rigors of the New York Knicks season and head up to Amherst, as UMass is set to retire Camby's number 21 at halftime of the Minutemen's game against George Washington.
It's a great honor. I like to think of my time up there as great times. A lot of great things, and a lot of people like to single me out for all the accomplishments that we had, but it was more than just Marcus Camby.
Marcus started UMass for 3 seasons in the mid-90s, guiding the Minutemen to a trio of A10 championships and a trip to the Final Four before becoming the highest draft pick in program history when the Toronto Raptors picked him 2nd overall in the 1996 NBA draft. 16 NBA seasons later, he is still keeping tabs on UMass hoops.
I'm always in close contact with the program, especially since DK took over the program. He was a former teammate of mine, and I'm happy that one of our own has a chance to run the program.
Camby was inducted into the UMass Athletics Hall of Fame in 2010, and the Hartford native is excited to bring a crowd back to campus later this month.
My mom, my sisters, my kids, everyone's going to be up there, my immediate family, and some of my teammates here are going to come up there as well as Coach Woodson, so we're going to make it a big family affair.
Camby will become the 5th UMass basketball player to have his number retired and just the 9th player in any sport to earn that honor at the school. But the fact that Camby's number will hang alongside his childhood idols will make it that much more special.
Right up there with my idol, it's like a dream come true. And Dr. J is a close friend of mine. And ever since I came into the league, he's been somebody who would drop me a text every now and then to check up on me, and till this day we have like a little brother, big brother relationship. So I'm excited to see him. Hopefully he can make the ceremony when we're going up there, and it'll be good for my mom to see him because he's also her favorite player.
For UMass Sports Insider, I'm Cody Crushell.
Thank you, Cody. Again, that day is coming up at halftime of the men's game on January the 19th against George Washington. And if you want to be here to watch Marcus's jersey retired, make sure to get your tickets early. Well, now we move to the current team, and it's time to introduce you to one of Coach Kellogg's leading scorers and top defenders, a native of the city of brotherly love who's had some eye-popping games to help the team to a very good non-conference slate. With more, here's Hugh Zeitlin in the bunker with Jesse Morgan.
Morgan a step back instead, left corner, and he got it for 2. And Jesse Morgan has caught fire.
In the sports world, it's not uncommon to hear the phrase breakout game. If you are looking for a definition, look no further than Jesse Morgan's performance against Ohio back on December 19th.
I got to give the most credit to my teammates. They played tremendous. They played very unselfish. Chaz got me the ball in the right spots, and Coach called the right play. So I just got to give credit to Chaz Williams. He's a great point guard. So he found me. I just was able to hit shots that day and they fell.
A bit modest, but Morgan's 35-point effort, the most by any Atlantic 10 player so far this season, grabbed plenty of headlines. 24 of those points came in the first half, which was a new Mullins Center record. It was a show that his coach just let play out.
At some point, bad shots become great shots. And Jesse was hitting shots from 40, 50 feet out, it looked like, and really every time down the team was trying to get him involved in the offense and really trying to find him. And when he gets on that run, when he gets it going, he looked like Ray Allen kind of playing out there.
Morgan grew up in Philadelphia, a city rich in basketball history and talent. The junior guard says it took a lot to stand out from the crowd and get noticed.
You gotta play. You gotta dominate. You gotta be tough. Philly, got a lot of good players that come out of Philly. So you gotta separate yourself. Stay on a positive note. Carry yourself a certain way and hang out with the right crowd.
Now, Morgan's crowd can be found inside the Mullins Center. Jesse says he has grown up since arriving in Amherst.
I matured over the last couple years, on and off the court. Really got serious about, what I wanted to do, which was play basketball and, try to, do something special with this team and, help this team, move forward. So, just buying into the coach system and just, putting the work in.
The UMass coaching staff agrees. Coach Kellogg says that while Jesse can be a streaky shooter at times, he's capable of helping on both sides of the court.
People don't realize that Jesse might be our best defender. I mean, we usually put him on the other team's best player, and he does a fantastic job. And when we talk about getting better as individuals within the concept of the team, we talk that way with all of our guys, of just improve your whole all-around game, your ball handling, your passing, your decision-making. And I want a bunch of guys that are well-rounded players, and Jesse's no different.
You never want to, stay content with what you're doing. You want to always get better and progress each day. So that's what I try to do, take criticism from my teammates, my coaches, and take what they're telling me and try to move forward and get better at it.
I'm Hugh Zeitlin for UMass Sports Insider.
Thank you, Hugh. Good luck to Jesse as he approaches the beginning of the Atlantic 10 season. And speaking of that, the team has been working hard in practice recently on certain parts of their game to prepare for what certainly will be a gauntlet of a conference schedule. So recently, we asked Coach Kellogg to wear a microphone at a practice to see exactly what his team's been working on. It's time for DK's X's and O's.
One thing I love to do before we start practice and before Big Rich Hogan's puts the team through their stretching exercises, really go over one teaching plate. Someday it may be a free throw blockout, how we're going to X or Y or space off the blockout. Another day it may be we need a 3 late. What's the play we're running? A side out of bounds play to win the game. Today we're going to go over our jump ball play. If you remember last year, to start the game off against Duquesne, Raphael Putney ended up with a beautiful dunk, and they actually took care of our jump ball play to perfection. So it was nice to see that sometimes when you go over a play or you do something that the guys take care of business and run it the right way. So here's our jump ball play. I'm going to teach the guys their positions. The first time we do it, we're throwing a lob. You got that? Nice and easy, just catch and finish putt, and then Maxie catch and finish with the next group. You got that? The next time through, I want to go through it and go middle pick and roll, dive and fill. You guys got that? All right, brotherhood on 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Brotherhood. And then Caddy, you're trying to find this guy here anywhere you got to go to get in his way. Once you get in his way, Chaz is already going to be on the fly. Boom, you're coming to set that middle pick and roll. You got that? All right, balls up. Go. Tip. Good. Go. Good. Next group in. Ball. Good. Ball. Go. Good. Set up. Boom. Good. Finish. Good. One more time. Let's go. Hey, this time the lob's not there. We're going middle pick and roll, dive and fill. You guys got that? Up, boom. Boom, dive, fill. Good shot. Come on. Don't mess around. Good. Knock it in. Good. Next group. Let's go. All right, bring it in. Hustle. Let's go. Good job. Good. Now, big guys. All you got to really do is get in this guy's way. You hear me? Just bump him a little bit because he's tipping and he's on an absolute sprint. And we're going to show you a clip from the Duquesne game last year that started the game and how we got it. You guys got that?
Thank you, Coach. The team is always getting better every day. Hey, it's time for us to take our first commercial break in the program, but don't go far away. When we come back, we've got some hockey and hoops highlights from before New Year's, some big non-conference wins to help ring in 2013. And we look back at a memorable day from Yawkey Way last January, so don't go away.
Tired of the way big banks operate? At Alden Credit Union, we don't play games with your money. Alden Credit Union's next generation financial planning services can help you reach your goals for free.
Hi, I'm Steve DeMarco. Wherever your destination, Premier is your solution.
Our reputation as an industry leader is built on service, safety, and the guaranteed best price. At Premier, safety stands above all else. Our fleet is serviced on-site by our certified technicians. Premier will customize your travel needs all within your budget, and we can even accommodate your travel requirements worldwide. With Premier Bus Lines, you'll be in good hands when safely aboard one of our comfortable brand new 2012 high-capacity buses.
Premier, an extraordinary experience, guaranteed.
Book your wedding with award-winning UMass Catering. We can host, design, and plan your big event from full breakfasts, lunches, to elegant wedding receptions and dinners. UMass Catering can host events in one of our ballrooms that overlook campus, tented outdoors, or our own Renaissance house. The possibilities are endless. Let the culinary team at UMass Catering bring creative menus and exceptional service to your wedding day. Special rates for members of the UMass family and alumni.
You're watching the UMass Sports Insider.
Welcome back. Almost exactly 1 year ago, the Red Sox welcomed ice over the infield at Fenway Park and invited UMass hockey to play Vermont as part of the Frozen Fenway doubleheader. It would have been a memorable day regardless of the outcome, but a thrilling contest made it even more so for the Maroon and White. Let's flash back to that afternoon, January 7th, 2012.
So new ice. Get the pucks to the net.
And a score as the turnover right in front. Danny Hobbs. Hobbs getting it down low, little give and go. It comes back up top. Marco with a shot, save, made, block, rebound, score! Marco steps up. And UMass skates away in extra innings with a 3-2 win.
Michael Marcoux netted the overtime game winner, but it was then sophomore goaltender Jeff Teglia earning the win in net. What a day to get his first career victory. Well, back to the present day, UMass hockey picked up a big tournament victory right before New Year's. They topped a 4-team field that was very talented, hosted by Dartmouth. First, Bemidji State went down in the semifinals, and then the hosts Big Green were toppled by the Minutemen in the championship game. Here are the highlights. It's instant replay.
Here comes Olchuk and Zepiel on a 2-on-1. Eddie Olchuk, face-off circle, scores! Goal number 1 for Eddie Olchuk. Ties the game up at 2-2. It's a short-handed goal. Shot in, deflected, save, rebound, score! Graysell off the Walsh rebound. And just 15 seconds into the period, a power play goal for UMass. It's 3-2 Minutemen. Time has run out. The Minutemen win. The UMass Minutemen have won the Ledyard National Bank Classic.
On to hoops. UMass headed to the Midwest right around the New Year's for a pair of non-conference games against MAC competition. First, they took down Northern Illinois, then picked up an impressive win at Miami, Ohio to extend a winning streak to 6. Here's a peek back.
He's taking Samson Carter to the left. Carter knocked it out of his hands for a steal. Esho up ahead. Riley, the catch. Back to Esho. Esho slam dunk. He leaves it back for Riley. Riley underneath for Samson Carter. Missed the layup. Dunked in from the weak side by who else? Maxie Esho. And here comes the play of the game. Vincent on Nader, who drives to the left. Fade away. He traveled before the shot. Vincent forced Nader to travel with 13 and a half seconds left. Here's Vincent from Williams. Vincent puts it on the floor, this time to the rim! And a thunder right-handed dunk by Vincent. What a take.
But he's done a heck of a job.
Alley-oop to Putney off the designed inbounds play. Sampson threw it. Williams and Morgan. They lob into Morgan at the top, so Trey Davis back to the bench. A Putney 3 is good. What a shot from the left wing. His 20th point gives UMass the lead. Chaz up to the front court. Stepping back on Felder. Leans in. Shot curls in off the front rim. Chaz Williams gives UMass a 70-69 lead. He passes to the corner. Samson Carter for 3. No good. Rebound to Miami. Reggie Johnson, 7 seconds. A chance to win it for the Red Hawks. Johnson up to Sullivan. Driving Sullivan, missed the bank. Rebound Putney. Time runs out.
One of the players you saw featured in those highlights was the freakishly athletic forward Maxie Esho, who recently has been consistently finishing around the rim with authority. To see how he's had so many dunks in recent games, we go into the film room with Coach Kellogg. It's time for Coke Chalk Talk.
Today we have Maxie Esho, our hybrid forward, probably our team's most athletic player, and a guy that can really get out and dunk the basketball. And here we are starting it off. Maxie does a great job of working the baseline, sprinting out against Ohio U, sets a good ball screen, and he finishes with authority. And here he is on a set play, backdoor screen by Caddy. Our Carolina play for a nice lob dunk and a big Northern Illinois road win for us. One more time, Caddy over the top to Maxi Esho. And you'll see as we watch these highlights, we run a lot of things for Maxi to get him to the rim, but he's also able to make plays for himself. Here we are in a box-to-box with a big play from him and Freddie Riley. Getting out in transition, making plays, and then lastly, nice baseline cut by Maxi here. The Dr. J, Julius Erving slam by Maxi. And last one, probably the biggest play of the game, 78-72, almost 3 minutes left. Maxi takes off from almost the free throw line with a big steal. Nice finish on the break. And the best thing they does, like he does on that last play here against Ohio, is he does what we call a run through, which means when the offensive player has it and they try to pass to his man, Maxi does a nice job of running through for the steal, finishes with a big time dunk at the end of the floor, and we're hoping we see a lot more of those dunks in the new year.
Thanks, Coach. Fans, as always, we hope you learned something. We're stepping aside again. Don't go far away. On the other side, we catch up with a former Minuteman goaltender, then go around the city of Holyoke with one of its own, team captain Kevin Zepiel. Lots of hockey on the other side. Don't go anywhere.
It's easy to fall, but it takes everything you got to get back up.
Defeat is only a mindset, but winning is a habit.
UMass great Marcus Camby returns to the Mullen Center Saturday for his jersey retirement.
6.9 is a breakthrough. 6.9 is a physics lesson. 6.9 is the outer limits. 6.9 is an explosion. He just got faster. 6.9 is ounces, and that makes this the lightest ever.
The UMass Hotel and Conference Center was voted the best hotel in Amherst. Situated on the beautiful University of Massachusetts campus, the UMass Hotel and Conference Center is where you stay to be in the heart of it all. With 116 contemporary guest rooms, free wireless internet, room service, 36 meeting rooms, free parking, and in walking distance to downtown Amherst, the UMass Hotel and Conference Center has it all.
My name is Dan Myers. I was goalie for the ice hockey team here at UMass. I graduated 2010. Now I run a training facility for goalies down south titled GDS with Mike Buckley, who used to be the goalie coach here. And that's going really well, and I'm also the goalie coach, assistant coach at Quinnipiac. I got into it pretty much the year after I graduated. I had hip surgery, which kind of put me on the shelf to kind of early retirement. And Mike said, you know, let's do it, open it up. I've worked with Mike for about 6-7 years, and yeah, it's going well. And I started with the Bobcats last season. It's fun. It's definitely a different vantage point than being in the locker room as one of the guys. Now you're in the coach's room hearing what they're talking about. That was definitely a transition, but it's been great. I'm loving it. And I'm kind of just taking it 1 year at a time with Quinnipiac. It's going very well. I love it. I love the coaching staff. I love the players. So I'm just kind of see what happens there and what opportunities may present themselves down the road.
Dan Myers was mostly a backup during his 4-year UMass career, but he finished with the 3rd highest save percentage in program history, behind only the great John Quick and Paul Dainton. It's good to see that he started his coaching career. Staying on the ice, he's an uber local product who's just about as hard-nosed as his hometown of Holyoke. Kevin Zepiel has been one of the most popular players recently for the program, so we asked him to take us around his hometown and show us his roots.
I'm Kevin Zepiel, senior forward for the University of Massachusetts Minutemen, and today I'm going to be taking around my hometown of Holyoke. I haven't been back here in a while actually, so coming back here, it's pretty cool. It's the same rink that I grew up in, so it's cold, it's nice, but like I said, it's great having this rink in your backyard. Played for them, like I said, about 5 or 6. Before that, when I was 4, I started learning to skate here. And actually the first time I went on the ice, I cried. and I didn't want to go back on. I never wanted to go back on. I told my parents, but my dad made me go back the next week, and that week I ended up not wanting to get off the ice, and they had to drag me off the end at the end. After I went here, I went to play for the Springfield Picks and the Bridgewater Bandits eventually, and there's a league called the NBHL back then, which is Metro Boston, and it was basically everybody in Massachusetts that could really play hockey was in that league. And so every game against hockey's opponents, I've played someone that I played with growing up. So it's a pretty cool thing, and it's just proves how small the hockey world is. This is Nick's Nest. It's a pretty big landmark in Holyoke. Anyone that passes through that knows anything about it always makes it a point to stop here. I know Josh Penn, our equipment manager, loves to stop in and get a couple hot dogs if he's coming by this way. So it's a pretty, I don't know when it was established, but I know it's a Holyoke tradition, so it's a pretty well-known spot. This is my cousin Jackie, my uncle Michael. This is the newest one, Michael. He was actually filmed with Coach Micheletto for Movember. Coach tweeted a picture of them, so he since shaved his mustache, but his mom made him do it for the Christmas pictures, but I think he looked better with the mustache. Right now we're pretty close to the South Hadley Bridge. It's actually my father's place of work is right on the canal, so canals are pretty known in Holyoke. It was a paper city, so they were used to generate the mills, and that's why they were constructed. This is Environmental Integrity. This is actually my father's business, and it's here in Holyoke. My sister works for him too, so they take a lot of pride in this. I'm probably going to be the only family member not to work here. I don't think it'd work out well for me. Hey. It's my sister Christina.
Hi. It's nice to have him so close, and I mean, half of our family has season tickets. We're all there at every game to support, so it's really nice to have him so close. And you know, sometimes we forget how lucky we are to be able to go every Friday and Saturday night and see him. So it's great.
Thank you for following me around my home city of Holyoke today. Hope you had fun, and hopefully see you in the second half of the year.
Thanks, Kevin. This is Freddie Riley, and we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll find out some of my teammates' favorite cartoons.
The UMass license plate says it all.
You don't have to be a sports star. Any UMass fan can be a star with a UMass license plate.
Ride with UMass pride.
Order your license plate at UMassAlumni.com. All proceeds benefit UMass.
Remember when you got your car? We were able to get you the best loan. And when you bought your house, you knew you could count on us for an affordable mortgage. But you probably associate credit cards with big banks, whose rates just end up getting you deeper in debt. Not anymore. As a nonprofit, we can offer you a credit card at a much lower rate than the big banks. Introducing the Alden Credit Card. Come on in and talk with us. At Alden Credit Union, we take your whole life into account.
Book your wedding with award-winning UMass Catering. We can host, design, and plan your big event from full breakfasts, lunches, to elegant wedding receptions and dinners. UMass Catering can host events in one of our ballrooms that overlook campus, tented outdoors, or our own Renaissance house. The possibilities are endless. Let the culinary team at UMass Catering bring creative menus and exceptional service to your wedding day. Special rates for members of the UMass family and alumni.
You're watching the UMass Sports Insider.
Welcome back to our final segment of UMass Sports Insider, and it's time for our weekly lighter side. Well, hey, from Tom and Jerry to Family Guy, it's been a staple of American television. I'm talking about cartoons. We all watch them. So today, we asked some UMass athletes, what is your favorite cartoon? Let's check it out. It's our Alden Credit Union lighter side.
You know, looking back on it, it was a battle between Hey Arnold and SpongeBob SquarePants. But I'm going to have to give the edge to SpongeBob SquarePants.
I like the Rugrats. Throwback, 90s kid. I don't know. I just like them so.
Favorite cartoon was SpongeBob. I like SpongeBob a lot.
You really watch SpongeBob?
Yeah, I used to watch it every day after school.
Scooby-Doo, all the way, 1,000%.
I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan, even now.
I'd say Rugrats, Hey Arnold, a couple other ones I can't think of off the top of my head.
SpongeBob. I've always loved SpongeBob, like ever since I was a little kid.
My favorite cartoon is Hey Arnold. It's a show I've been watching since I've been growing up, and I still watch it today.
He always had a angry side to him, and I thought it was kind of cool that he took it out on Patrick and him all the time. And Patrick's voice, I mean, who can deny that?
I didn't know there was this much of a plot.
Oh, yeah.
You're a senior in college. Are you supposed to be watching Rugrats?
Probably not, but I mean,
Do people know that you watch Rugrats?
some people.
All right, I got to ask you to sing the theme song with me then. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Can you sing the song for us?
No.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Tell us your favorite Scooby-Doo character.
Velma. Because she's nerdy and she's cool.
Are you related to that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of nerdy.
Can you tell me what Hey Arnold is? For those of us who are maybe not of that generation.
It's about a kid, you go to school, you got a couple friends, he got a football head.
What's your favorite Rugrat? There's like individual Rugrats, right?
Yeah, Chucky. Yeah, probably Chucky.
What's Chucky like?
He's kind of a dork.
Did you have a Scooby-Doo lunchbox?
Yeah, I did actually for a bit. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was cool.
Is it socially acceptable in college to watch cartoons if you knew what channel Nickelodeon was?
I believe so. I mean, college is time for fun, so why not?
Did you kind of identify with this kid a little bit, it sounds like?
I felt this pain. I felt this pain, and he went through some of the things I went through. So, I mean, it's good to watch it. I can relate to him.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Some good cartoons. Thanks everybody for sharing. Well, that's going to do it for our program. Again, good luck to the Hoops teams as they begin Atlantic 10 play. Our next new edition of UMass Sports Insider will debut January 18th and 19th. Until then, I'm Josh Maurer, and thanks so much for watching.
The UMass Sports Insider, brought to you by Coca-Cola, Alden Credit Union, Adidas, UMass Catering, the UMass Alumni Association, and UMassathletics.com.